What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to be checking out this all-new 2026 Honda Passport. This is a Trailsport S finished off in radiant red. MSRP is $51,500. So are you going to buy the new Passport over the new Toyota 4Runner? Is this the new best and coolest rugged SUV on the market? Comment below. Let's see what this has to offer and what do you guys think? 4Runner has a lot of controversy around it. Honda's keeping it old school for sure. So if we pop the hood, you're gonna see what makes this so cool and what people love about it. This is a naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6. This makes 285 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission. This is all-wheel drive. It is a unibody crossover rather than being a body-on-frame SUV. However, this thing is pretty ultra rugged. You're also going to get an 18.5 gallon fuel tank, and you're going to expect 18 in the city with 23 out on the highway. Curb weight is 4,700 pounds, and it can tow 5,000 pounds. Now, for the all-new styling, definitely a bit retro with the boxy appearance. I like these LED headlights. They have a pretty neat look to them. I like how you have this whole daytime running light that'll light up orange for the turn signal. You have the triple beam LED headlights, and then all the black trim throughout the upper grille. We have this cool trim piece up on the hood, blacked out Honda badge, Trailsport logo, and then Passport is written to the front bumper. You're gonna get a little bit of the plastic black material, large openings to provide cooling, safety sensor, parking sensors, and LED fog lights. And then we have the powder coated orange recovery hooks. You got this gloss silver trim with more sensors, and overall it's definitely a pretty sweet looking design. Very retro, just that nice boxy appearance. You have a couple sharp body lines fading towards the windshield. And then around the side profile, you're gonna get the plastic leading into these fenders with a really cool tweak to them. And then down below, part of that S appearance package is this cool HPD wheel. So you got a nice design to it, a rugged all-terrain tire, and then more of this plastic trim all throughout the side skirt just to protect that bodywork. You have gloss black mirror caps, as well as gloss black on the door handles, power folding side mirrors, and then all black trim. You can even see the black roof rails. There's a panoramic roof up on top as well. And then a really nice design for the side profile. You have one sharp body line cutting to the back, and then the rear end really just stops. It's a very squared off vehicle. Now, something kind of like the older Honda SUVs that have this plastic material up above, just to black it out a little bit, give it that retro design. And then all the way in back, we have the red for the taillights, and then some more of that plastic material throughout the bumper. Some more of that gloss silver trim, all of your sensors, trailer hitch, and then Passport is written out with Trailsport. Got the blacked out Honda badge as well, and then we go ahead and press the button. We have the power liftgate. Opening that up, you're gonna get a ton of hidden storage space. Now, as you can tell, with the seats folded down and in the up position, they fold nice and flat, really to maximize the space. You can reach these from back here as well. Then you're gonna get hidden storage in the sides. So nice to see all of that. And one of my favorite features is this. You can pop it open and you have this really large plastic tray, which is great for grocery shopping. You put all your cold items on that left side. On the other side, you can pull this up and we have a full spare tire. Letting that close, locking it into place. You're gonna get a button up above with a grab handle, and we can go ahead and let that close. On the key fob, we just get lock, unlock, remote start, and then that button. And then moving into the rear, opening that, you can see how the seats are gonna fold nice and flat. No recline, but you have the lever right here just to unlock them. This can seat 3 people. You have the seat cushion in the center with your armrest and cup holders, adjustable headrests throughout it. You have storage cubbies behind the seats, air vents, as well as plugs down below. On the door panel, you're gonna get a little bit harder plastics back here, but this cool fabric, as well as this synthetic leather. Now, if you get the Elite trim, you are gonna get genuine leather throughout the seats. So this is more of the standard trim with that S package. You have more storage all throughout it. And then hopping inside at 5'11", with the driver's seat, even using the comfort access where it's scooted back a couple inches, you're gonna have plenty of legroom and footroom in the back. The seats are at a good recline, pretty comfortable overall, tons of headroom and nice armrest. My only complaint, I would say, I wouldn't mind to be able to recline them, and I wouldn't mind the base cradling my leg a little bit, being a little bit longer. But nonetheless, this is gonna be a fine family SUV, great for car seats, kids, and adults. Then as we make our way to the front seat, you do have the sensor on the door handle to lock and unlock it as well. But then for the front door panel, you're gonna get more soft touch material up above. There's even memory seating all of your controls, the same padding with the fabric, and then storage all down below. You're gonna get the Trailsport logo on the all-weather floor mats, all of your controls on the seats, and then once again, this cool orange accent all throughout it, the nice striping and stitching. and then the leather type material with all the fabric. Got a black leather steering wheel with your stitching, and then now inside we have a cool animation, but then we can go ahead and fire it up. Comfort access is pushing the seat forward a little bit more. All of your messages that pop up. And then on the steering wheel, there's going to be nice paddle shifters as well. We have Bluetooth and audio controls on the left, cruise control on the right, forward pacing, lane keeping. And then you can see on the right stalk, you're going to get controls for the windshield wipers, and we have headlights on the left. Now for the center screen, you can scroll up and down on the right side, see all sorts of different information. You have the maps that will pop up, torque distribution, pitch and roll, so quite a lot to monitor within the car. The left side, you're going to get a lot of the different audio controls. We have the engine temperature, the tach on the left, speedometer and fuel on the right. A couple more information bits in the bottom. Tailgate release, heated windscreen, and then we have this fabric and leather material. Soft touch dashboard as well. And then I love the storage cubby up in this dash. That is a cool design. You're gonna get more of the fabric and leather throughout the center. And then Honda's multimedia screen is really simple to use. You have these large toggles which make it nice and easy. The Google integration, and then on the right side you can even scroll up and down and get a few different things. For reverse, you pull that lever back. You're gonna have a backup camera with a couple different views and parking sensors. P button, we're back into park. You're gonna get the Passport name written out in case you forgot what kind of car you just bought. Volume icon over here, and then we have air vents right in the center. Climate controls are all physically laid out. We have our dual zone temperature, your air conditioning, your zones, heated seats, fan speed right in the center, and you can even configure the rear. So it makes it super easy. We have the heated rear glass as well as the side mirrors. Then we have some storage, different plugs, wireless phone charging, and then more of this nice storage with that cool texture. You're gonna get some storage in the center with more of this textured plastic. Drive select with just a little bit of gloss black. And then for the drive modes, you can toggle this and see all the different on-road as well as off-road settings. You even get a tow mode down below. Electronic park and brake, brake hold, and then more of the padding on the armrest with storage all down below. Glove box on the right is lockable and pretty large. And then one last look at the interior. I think Honda did a really good job. It's a nice place to be. You have good materials for the pricing. And then if you up it again to the Elite, you're gonna get even nicer genuine materials. We have the nice massive panoramic sunroof. Sunglass holder will pop downwards. We have all the glass controls and then a nice thin mirror. So setting off now in the 2026 Honda Passport. So this is a crossover. It's not body on frame like a 4Runner. However, what that translates to is this is really nice on the road. It's not intimidating to drive. It drives more like a car. It's just comfortable, smooth. The steering is easy. It's just a nice, normal vehicle to drive with the space and sizing and most of the capabilities of an off-road rugged SUV. So that is the appeal with the Honda Passport. You're getting a nice roomy interior. You're honestly getting a really nice interior in general. Everything is more of a higher quality plastic versus the competition. You know, the 4Runner honestly does have a lot of hard plastics. You don't get that in the Passport. So this interior is a great place to be. It's a little bit lower to get in and out of. It's just an easy, nice, comfortable car to drive. The seats are really comfortable. I have tons of room. Pretty much all the amenities you're gonna want in any vehicle that's over $50,000. So you basically have all the safety stuff, all the bells and whistles, and it's packaged in something that is pretty capable. Now, we've seen a lot of these go off-roading at some events that we've done. Obviously, the average buyer doesn't even off-road that much, even though a lot of us love off-road style SUVs that are insanely capable. Your average person might go once a year. So a lot of people are definitely mall crawling. I feel like the Passport is for the person who knows they're really not going to be hitting the rocks and trails every single weekend. This is for the buyer who is daily driving it every single day on the street, going to work and back, doing the family stuff. And then maybe, yeah, they might have a utility trailer, a toy trailer, or a smaller boat to trail on the weekends every now and then. And if they're going to go off-roading, it might be stuff like that, just a basic gravel road going on a camping trip. That is where 99% probably of people are actually going off the pavement. So for the most of you, this is all you need as far as off-road capabilities. And it gives you just a nice on-road driving experience. It's pretty quiet and comfortable in here. Visibility is all really good. You have no complaints, no real any blind spots or anything like that. It's just an easy to operate vehicle. Now, another huge selling point with the new Honda Passport is the V6. Everything else pretty much is going to a 4-cylinder. Now, I'm not a fan of the 4-cylinder in the 4Runner. I like the hybrid though, that is so powerful. However, this is tried and true. And with the V6, you know you're just gonna be able to drive this probably 200,000 to 300,000 miles before anything starts to go wrong. So we can really trust this engine, and it's nice to be in just a normal V6. There is something about it that is a big selling point, especially for maybe the older demographics of people who have had their last vehicle for 10, 15, 20 years, you know, who are now entering the buying market once again after they've been out of it for so long. Well, this kind of gives you that old school SUV that you're gonna like from the past in something brand new. So Honda really did a cool job giving you a blend of old and new. Now, as far as acceleration, this is not going to be as quick as the hybrid 4-cylinder in the 4Runner. However, you know, you get up to speed fine. It's not a race car, so you don't need, you know, all the power in the world, but it gets up to speed perfectly well. The transmission shifts nicely, whether it's an automatic or if you do the manual shift mode with the paddle shifters. And it's just a nice overall vehicle to drive with no real complaints. And I think this is something that a lot of buyers could totally get into, especially if you're coming from an old generation 4Runner with the V6 and you want something new and you're not going 4-cylinder again. You know, this is a way to go for sure. Drives like you would expect. Great vehicle for the family.